Chainsaw Man fans, this is worrisome and not worrisome at the same time, to say the least. In case you don't know, Chainsaw Man anime incoming fall, yada yada, big season, you already know the drill. But a lot of people are like, okay, fall, we had a pre-rendered trailer, we don't even really know what the show's gonna look like per se, but hey, why not, fall season? But we got an update that makes me like, okay, the wording makes me not feel so scared, but nevertheless, if you're a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan of the anime in particular, what are you feeling right now? Waiting for those Stone Ocean episodes, you're probably feeling like, why? You're not liking it, right? Well, any anime that gets next to Netflix is going to be a little something to be worried about. You gotta be looking like, ooh, are they gonna, destroy us? How's this gonna work? And rightfully so to have that mindset, because again, I want more Stone Ocean. I freaking hate waiting. I thought that this was gonna be easier to do than it actually is, of 12 episodes and wait when we know JoJo's Fridays, what happened to that, please? But Chainsaw Man apparently will stream on Netflix too. Chainsaw Man is scheduled to be broadcast and distributed on terrestrial broadcasting and Netflix this fall, and the second part of the original Gakuen will be serialized. We already know that. Tanaka predicts this work will not be noticed by the world in earnest, meaning that it's going to be huge. But I will say that, honestly, I think that it's not the worst thing in the world, because they say on Netflix too, which means that, hey, they could probably be releasing the episodes weekly over on Netflix, which is cool. But yeah, if it was Netflix locked, if Netflix was like, hey, here's a gajillion million dollars, which they probably would have done if it's not that the whole case of them losing 200,000 customers and firing people every other day, it probably could have gone that way. Thank goodness for what the hell happened, because I would have hurt somebody if they would have had like, yo, dog, we got to go through Netflix and the Netflix jail and all that stuff. I would have gone bonkers. So thankfully, it seems as though it's going to be on Netflix, seemingly, and that could also just mean Netflix Japan, which, if that's the case, who gives a shit? But if it's on Netflix over here in the West as well, then as long as it's on everywhere else, I don't really care. It's not a big deal, nothing to panic about. Now, when it says Netflix original or some shit, we get the pitchforks, we get the torches, and we start screaming, Chainsaw Man, save us! Because at that point, then all hope is lost. But it says 2, which means that Netflix didn't offer up the right bag, and again, it could also just mean Netflix Japan, which again, who cares at that point? We're not in Japan. It's not going to affect us one way or another, unless again Netflix sneaks in and is like, you know what, we do have an extra bag in this safe right here, let's bring some of that money out, tell them we want the whole thing, the whole shebang, and at that point, no, seriously, Chainsaw Man, for the love of God, save us from that. Chainsaw Man will be available on Netflix somewhere in the world.